All right, now from the onset of the Finance Bill 2023 has been a topic of debate among Kenyans, with many rejecting key taxes set to be introduced by the government. Now, the debate moved to the floor of the House over the last couple of days, with Parliament burning the proverbial midnight oil to debate the bill. Now, as Henry Githaiga reports, the contentious issues drew the House to passionate debate and voting by division, but in the end, the bill passed and is now set to be assented into law by President William Ruto.
The Finance Bill 2023 drew sharp division that tore the House into two.
Since I came to this House in 1993, I have never witnessed a more contested finance bill than this one.
The most contentious issue was Clause 28, which will see VAT on fuel go up from 8% to 16%.
Nyinyi ndio mliosema Kenya haina pesa. Kenya iko broke. Nyinyi mwenda kuongeza mafuta, bei ya mafuta mara 100%. Hawa mama mboga ambao wanaenda sokoni wataenda na mafuta ya gari gani waweze kujikimu?
If there is one thing that this government should have done to the so-called hustler, was to cushion the hustler from an increment in the cost of fuel.
We looked at what are the other taxes in fuel that we can reduce. And Honorable Chair, we looked at import declaration fee, what you call IDF. We have reduced that from 3.5% to 2.5%. We looked at railway development levy, and we have reduced that from 2% to 1.5%.
But when the vote was called, the proverbial ayes and nays could not be weighed, forcing the House into a division vote, whose result...
A total of 272 members took their votes. The ayes 184, the nays 88. Therefore, the ayes have it.
While members of Parliament quickly passed some clauses, the battle lines were once again drawn on Clause 76, which introduces the housing levy.
We are going to create a huge fund. As it is now, no structure has been put in place. We don't even know how that structure has been put in place. In this country, we have, wherever we have had huge funds, even with structures, these funds have not worked.
For the time you have lived on this earth, in your village, who have you ever heard that has died because of lack of house or shelter? Who has died in your village for lack of a house? I can tell you, the majority of the people who have died in the villages have died because of hunger.
They want to provide employment. Mr. Speaker, not all our children work in the construction industry. Not all our children are masons, plumbers, or electricians.
With the urbanization and building of these houses, Honorable Speaker, we have said it numerous times that this is beyond housing. It is about millions of our youth who are languishing in poverty.
But much like the clause on VAT, the acclamation vote yielded no fruit, forcing the House to vote manually. Once again, the majority side took the day.
Those voting aye, 184. Those voting nay, 72. Therefore, the ayes have it.
And at the 11th hour, the bill with all its amendments and over 87 individual clauses was passed. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, took his seat to wind up the motion. In the end, the majority had their way.
And with time will prove us right. Honorable Speaker, it is a huge sacrifice, not just for members of Parliament, but even for the people of Kenya, that we have got to take a painful walk for a short time to get back our economy to where it ought to be.
Thank you.
We are in this economy, in the situation it is in, together as Kenyans.
And the minority their say.
And I also want to thank our members on this side who have stood firm against all odds to make sure that they oppose all draconian and offensive clauses in the bill. Mr. Speaker, I am happy that we were allowed to debate freely in the House. We gave our opinion. We were allowed free debate on this bill as much as controversial. I pray and hope that this bill is going to unite the country than divide the country.
Thank you.
Some of the clauses that are inside this bill are very emotive. And I pray that for the government side, I will pray for you. For the opposition side, we will do our watchful eye out there to make sure that you don't transgress in any way.
And with that, the Speaker wound it all up.
So we want to live today very proud that you have passed a bill that's going to deal with many things, play your oversight, play your responsible spending of public resources. And that is what is expected of all of us. So we live here tonight very happy, on my part, that what looked like the most divisive piece of legislation has in fact united you even more.
Henry Gadaiga, KTN News.
Just vote.
All right, now with that story, we get to the conversation, and I'm joined by Ken Gishinga, who is the Chief